I'd like to call up Gayle. All right.
Thank you so much. Can you all hear me? Everybody can hear me? I am so thrilled to be here, and I'm so thrilled to see all of you, because this morning I was like, oh, the weather, and oh, what's going to happen? And we have a really nice turnout, and I'm so excited to see you all here. I have a couple of things I want to say, and I don't want to run over. I was asked to speak on why the Tea Parties are important and why we should all be part of them and involved with them. And I want to start out by asking a question of you all. Do any of you have teenage children at home? You all, okay, good. I had one up until about a year ago. He's off to college. Thank goodness. So anyway, so I'm going to run a little story by you. Those of you that have teenage children can appreciate it. Those of you who don't, use your imagination. You've been working hard, and you decide that you and your spouse, it's time for a little weekend away. You want to go away for a weekend. You know, you need a little R&R. You have a 17-year-old son at home, and he's a good kid. He's very popular. He's got a lot of friends in high school. And, you know, you're not going to get a babysitter for him. I mean, he's 17 years old. You give him the phone number where you're going to be, and you say if there's any real problems, you know, call me. So you and your spouse pack up and you head out to Atlantic City for the weekend, you know, okay? And on the way there, you suddenly remember that you forgot to lock up the liquor cabinet. And you're thinking, well, should I turn around and go back home and you know, take care of that? And you say, oh, no, yeah, I want to, you know, it'll be okay. And then you stop for gas a little bit, you know, a little further on. You stop for gas. And you realize that you left one of your credit cards at home. And you left it on the, who knows, the kitchen table or whatever, and you say to yourself, well, should I turn around and, you know, and you say, well, it's not going to grow legs and walk away. It'll be there when I get back. You know, you want to go. And so you go to wherever you're going, and you go out to eat, or you go to a show, or you do whatever you're going to do. And then Sunday night rolls around, and you're on your way home, and you come home that you're basically a good kid who's just very popular, has a lot of friends, decided to throw a party, and you come home and the house is trashed, the liquor cabinet's empty, and there's hundreds of dollars of charges on your credit card, and you know, and you're like in shock. Well, the thing is, the reason I'm saying this story is that I really believe that what I outlined is basically what we have going on in Washington and in Trenton. We've got a bunch of, I would say, immature, irresponsible, not yet adult people that have gotten their hands on a credit card and maybe a liquor cabinet. I don't know about that part of it. And they're just spending money because they can, because the parents are away. The parents went away and left them alone. Okay? So the issue is now, what can we do? What can we do to get back control? And we have to vote, and we have to get involved, and that's why, getting back to what I was asked to speak about, that's why the Tea Parties are so important. There are Tea Parties now that are forming in every county in New Jersey. We have committees. I'm on the Public Relations and Marketing Committee, and there are other committees, and it's very important to get involved. There are other groups out there. I'm a big fan of Americans for Prosperity. And we have Mayor Lonigan here, who's going to be speaking, who's with AFP. He's going to be speaking in a little bit. They do a lot of good work. I've seen them on representatives of their groups on shows, and they do a great job laying out the issues. And also, we can keep in contact with our representatives. And I just want to say a few things. Maybe some of you already know this, but emails are probably not as effective as you might think, because apparently they can be generated in mass by computers. Letters are not as good because of the whole business with anthrax and, all the security measures that were put in place after the anthrax scare of a couple of years ago. So you might have a vote coming up and you write a letter to your senator and he doesn't get it for like 3 weeks and the vote has already been and gone. The two best things you can do are to send faxes, and you can get the fax numbers of your, write a letter and fax it to your representative, to your two senators and whoever your congressman is. You get the fax numbers off the internet. The other thing is call. And I call very frequently. I have the numbers in my cell phone for the two senators. I have it programmed in, and for congressmen, who happens to be my congressman is Steve Rothman, and I have their numbers in my cell phone. So like if something comes up, I don't have to fumble around looking for the number. I just go right in, and there I am. So I'm going to wrap it up. I just wanted to say, the reason why the Tea Parties are important is because when you get home Sunday night and the house is trashed, you have to send a message to your kid that, you had a good time, you had a party, the party's over. The party is over, okay? It's done. And, I hope you had a real good time because that's it. Okay, now we have some really good speakers, and I'm going to turn the microphone back to Tim. And again, I want to thank you all for coming here. You're great.